Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name is Lewin and today we're having a look at the Outlast Trials. This is a survival horror game, as you no doubt know. But you can actually play this online with up to 4 players. Kinda cool. You can still play it solo, if that is your desire. And in this game, you have a character that actually sticks around. You're not playing as someone else. You're not playing through a preset story, as you would in the previous Outlast installments. This one, it's a little different. And your character can be created and customized right here at the start. Then when you get in the game, there will be cosmetics. There'll also be skills, abilities, perks, and stuff like that. I'm just going to interrupt myself right here quickly to say that you can check some of the cosmetics in the game out at the end of this video. There's a timestamp that'll take you there, so you can have a look at that if you like. Enjoy. So, if you want to read more about the Outlast Trials, you can do so by following the links in the description of this video. And I'll also just tell you guys that the timestamps are there. I always do. They are important. Even if there's not a lot on offer, the timestamps can still save you some time, get you jumping around between the parts that you want to see. So in this video, once again, we're going to have a look at the male customization, then the female customization. You can also read at the bottom of the screen over here that your appearance can be changed at any point. So keep that in mind. Don't think that this is a final choice. Now, beginning with the male customization, we're going to first zoom out so I can show you what the body looks like. And this doesn't change. You can see it's sort of a static look. Looking a little more than disheveled, I'd say. And then the faces. This is obviously going to be your face along with, let's say, your ethnicity. Your skin color is going to be changing along with this. And yeah, I mean, these guys are looking like they are definitely from the Outlast universe. They have all seen some shit. And I feel for them. Every single one of these guys. This is how I feel after I play a session of Outlast. I played through the previous games, guys. Oh my god. It gets a little rough and tumble. And I've been told that the Outlast Trials, well, they are much the same where that is concerned. So, it's not a massive amount of customization. I'll go through them one more time. But, you know, we've looked at games like this a whole lot over the past few months. It seems like they are becoming the norm in many ways, where you customize your character sort of a little bit before you jump in, and then most of the customization comes from the cosmetics, right? So, you know, you're choosing sort of something all right, something that'll do here, and then you jump in and you make yourself look cool with the cosmetics. That's just how it seems people want it to be nowadays. I don't know if the players want it to be like that, but the devs definitely want it to be like that because it gets you to spend money on the coolest cosmetics. Anyway, that's it for the faces. I want to say they cover at least most of their bases here. It's alright. It's alright. Now we can move on to the hair. You can see that we can pick the hairstyle and then also pick the color. So we're going to start with this. I think the hair looks pretty good. No hair physics or anything like that here, but overall, I'd say the quality is, yeah, it's reasonably alright. I mean, the amount of color choices we have, not amazing, not great. I think they could have done a little better there, but I will say one more time that it is likely you will find things like more colors as purchases after the fact. Again, not a problem. I think it's fine. I think that this system is reasonably alright. And hey, if people keep spending money, the games are going to look like this. They're going to be like this going forward. And if the devs do sort of cool stuff with it and they offer players an option to actually sort of participate without spending real money, and by participate I mean, you know, if they allow players to get cool stuff like this without spending money, then I'd say that's a win for everyone. I'd say that's a win. So there you go. Now we're gonna look at the colors quickly. Let's pick a nice big style. Color wise, this is, I'm gonna say this is the darkest one. Like, it's almost black, but you can see the color down here is more of a dark brown, but like, you know, it looks fine. And we got something that almost resembles blonde, and then we got some gray hair here. Looks alright. Once again, I think that the hair looks decent. You don't need the super hair physics or anything like that for it to look nice. It's alright. And then our final option is the voice. This is the same on male and female, but we're going to listen to it anyway. And I'm going to tell you this is a little scuffed. Okay, it's going to come out only your left ear, and it's going to sound like it was recorded in, you know, someone's basement instead of in a professional studio.
Hey there.
Greetings.
How's it going?
Hello.
Hey, friend.
Also sounds a little bit like text-to-speech, doesn't it?
Hello.
How's it going?
Hey.
Hey, friend.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'll break this down for you quickly. Your character's voice, not that important. I'll tell you why. Because you're going to be wanting to use voice chat. You're going to want to use your push to talk button. You're going to press that. You're going to use your actual voice to communicate with the players in the game. So at the end of the day, this stuff, it's more going to be for like emotes and the like, instead of actually communicating with players. And as I mentioned before, there isn't going to be a story where your character is going to be like, you know, reading long lines of dialogue or anything like that. So for the most part, I think this is sort of an unimportant choice. But that is it for the male customization. We're going to jump onto the female now. Let's have a look what is available here. I actually thought, upon my sort of initial inspection of the faces and stuff here, that the females had, in my opinion, better variety. I felt like they covered the ethnicity bases better. They covered sort of all the all the ends of the beauty spectrum a little better. And overall, I think that they just offered a greater variety than the male faces. Overall. I mean, the thing is that these faces and these characters that you create in here, they're all going for a certain look. And, you know, that is just Outlast. They're nailing it. They're going for a certain look, you know? I've said this before in other games, but you're not making a supermodel in this game. You're not trying to make the most beautiful character the world has ever seen. You're trying to make a character that just survived something that would break most people. And, well, you know, in doing so, the process takes its toll. And there's some decent looking faces here. I mean, this is fine. So there you go. This one actually comes with a little tattoo. Alright. Alright. Let's take her. And let's check the hair out. You may realize, if you actually watched the male portion of this video as well, that these are the same hairstyles. They've got the same hair on male and female. But obviously, you know, the hair, it looks different on the female body, right? It looks different. It looks different. So we're going to go through it again. And we're going to have a little peek. Because it's what we do. Yeah, you can even equip this one. It's like the Trevor from GTA 5, right? I don't know. I actually haven't played GTA 5. At least not the story, so... I just remember him having like a massive receding hairline. This is nice here. That's really nice. And this is the mom from that 70s show. Huh. Right. And then you got these two. I'm not actually sure what these two are, by the way. I think this might be just for playing in the early access version of the game or something like that. It's pretty cool. I mean, this is pretty cool. It gives you a little like look at the cool stuff you can probably get in the game. But that's it for the styles. Let's check the colors out. You have sort of like brown, 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 brown. No, okay, it's sort of like brown, darker brown, and then you got sort of a lighter brown, and then this is like on the verge of being blonde. The lighting sort of just makes it look a little different, and then we got the gray. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. They look alright. They look alright. And to be perfectly honest, that's a good looking character. That's a good looking character. I don't know if I could have said the same about the male ones that I went through, but that's a good looking character. Right, voices. I mentioned this on the male side, but you're not going to be blown away by this. Okay, you're not going to be blown away. I feel like this might be just sort of like a work in progress, or it might just not be that important.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hey.
How's it going?
What's up?
How you doing?
Hi.
How's it going?
What's up?
Hello.
Honestly, it sounds to me like, I'm gonna say text-to-speech, but with like that AI sort of twist stuck on top of it, where they sort of made it sound almost human, but with the AI. That, however, my friends, is that. We are done. When you finish here, you get to actually jump in, as you can see, and then the fun begins. Yo, I'm interrupting myself to quickly just show you guys some of the cosmetics that are available in the game. I thought that it would make sense if you know the kind of stuff you can actually equip and use, and the kind of stuff that's available right now, just in case you were going into the game, jumping in, and you wanted to know all there is to know. So when you come into your cell, you can access the mirror, you can interact with it, and it will bring up this menu. There's a bunch of different stuff here. You've got all the faces that you had before, all the haircuts that you had before, but then you will see that there's actually also some extra stuff that you can purchase using, I guess, whatever this resource is. I don't know exactly what it is. It's just bags of money. You can use the bags of money to purchase these extra items. These are two that we hadn't seen before. This hat and that hat. And then there are things like icons. The icons are basically just the little profile picture that you'll have. Top right. And I suppose it's just another way to customize yourself and your profile. Some of them cost, some of them do not. And there's a decent selection. Yeah, that's right, I guess. I'm assuming that some of them will also be like for achievements and stuff like that. Then there are full outfits that you can purchase. They look like this. Obviously, these ones are going to be far more impressive than the regular stuff. These are legendary. This is called Bozo Redemption, and that's Good Doctor. Looks pretty fantastic. I'll be honest, this is like a really, really detailed skin. Pretty cool. Then, you get to customize your NV. That's your little pair of goggles. You get two different choices as your basics, and then there are a couple of extra ones here that will cost you. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Your toaster. I don't know why it's called a toaster. You get to change the color of it. You get to put a little paint job on there. Not much that actually changes here, but I'm assuming that they would get a little more crazy if there are like legendary versions of them. And then over here, the slightly more interesting stuff, because a lot of this is actually available without actually paying. Just a bunch of different top halves. There's even a vest here. You can put a vest on. Doesn't cost a single cent. Lots of different like jumpsuits, interesting t-shirts here. Yeah, there's just a bandage on the arm. This one, I imagine, yeah, this one costs way more. That's once again like super, super detailed. There's so much going on there. It's cool. Yeah. And then the bottoms. Again, there are a few free ones here. And then a bunch that will cost you. My assumption is that there are going to be matching sets. So there will always be a top to match the bottom. Well, I'm not going to say always, but there will generally be a top to match the bottom. You can see that this one matches the one that I said had so much detail on. This one, the next one, and that one, the one after that. So, that's just a quick look at the kind of cosmetics you can get in the game. I don't know if it'll change your opinion. I don't know if it will, you know, get you to jump in there because you think the cosmetics look better. But, hey, there it is. Now you know. Carry on, Lumen. Carry on. I hope you guys enjoy your time in the Outlast Trials. If you are playing it, I'd love to hear if you had a good time with it. Whether it be alone or with friends. Let me know what you think about the customization options. I always like hearing how you guys feel about these things. I personally think that it's fine. You know, I'm never going to be like super impressed by games like this, especially when it comes down to the customization of your character initially, because what you need to impress people with is everything you do after that point. That makes that the initial character creation is far less important. It doesn't matter. You can sort of look like, you know, anything, and then afterwards you can sort of amend that. You can sort of rectify all of it by adding cool cosmetics and stuff like that. And, you know, the game seems to have a flexible enough system with its sort of preset picker where they can just add extra stuff afterwards. So, yeah, all in all, it's not that impressive in terms of the sheer amount that you can customize, but you gotta understand the type of game that it is. And I suppose that is just this game ending up being a product of its environment. There you go. The Outlast Trials. Check back here soon for more. Give this video a like, share it, and do all that other good stuff. Most importantly, though, enjoy those trials. And good luck. Happy that.